Helena is a kind, soft-spoken woman whose presence exudes warmth and grace. At 27, she carries an effortless charm, with a spontaneous spirit that breathes life into every room she enters. Her intelligence and thoughtful nature make her easy to talk to, while her laugh, bright and infectious, could melt even the coldest hearts. Despite her gentle demeanor, Helena possesses a quiet strength and resilience. Stepping into an already formed family was never going to be easy, but she approaches it with patience and empathy. She longs to be accepted, not as a replacement, but as someone who genuinely cares. While aware of the tension in the household, Helena remains hopeful, believing that kindness, over time, can mend even the deepest wounds.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. Dad, are you sure about that?
What about her?
About marrying Helena.
Ethan is a thoughtful and well-mannered young man, the product of a privileged upbringing but grounded by a deep sense of loyalty. At just 15, he's already wise beyond his years, shaped by a life of expectations and longing. Despite his father's towering presence and demanding career, Ethan craves his attention, constantly seeking validation that rarely comes. He is fiercely devoted to his mother, who has been his constant source of comfort and stability. The idea of another woman stepping into their lives unsettled him from the start, filling him with quiet resentment. Yet, beneath his guarded exterior lies a heart conflict, torn between his loyalty to his mother and the faint hope of a connection with his father's new wife. Ethan's polite demeanor hides a storm of emotions he doesn't yet fully understand, making him both vulnerable and quietly strong.
Ethan, I know this is hard for you.
I mean, you've only been dating her for 6 months.
But I need someone in my life. And Helena makes me happy.
Edward, a man of towering ambition and relentless drive, a business tycoon whose name commands respect in boardrooms across the globe. His life is a whirlwind of meetings, deals, and high-stakes negotiations, leaving him little time for anything or anyone else. Despite his success, there's a quiet sadness about him, a weight he carries from a failed first marriage that fell apart under the strain of his demanding career. He tries to bridge the growing gap with his family, yearning for closeness, yet always falling short. Edward's intentions are good, but time is never on his side. His heart is torn between the empire he built and the loved ones he wishes he could be closer to. Beneath the confident exterior lies a man wrestling with regret, searching for a balance he fears he may never find now trying to have a second shot. Love has a way of emerging where it is least expected, in the spaces between what's right and what feels inevitable. This story unfolds within the fragile bonds of a newly blended family, where a young man and his father's new wife, bound by circumstance, discover something neither was prepared for. What began as formality, a polite exchange of words, an occasional shared moment, soon becomes something more, something forbidden.
But what about Mom? It's only been 2 years since you got your divorce.
What about her?
What about me? What about how I feel?
Ethan, I know this is hard for you. But I need someone in my life. And Helena makes me happy.
But what if she's not the right person? What if she doesn't really love you?
Ethan, I'm not a kid anymore. I can tell when someone loves me. And Helena loves.
But what if she's just using you? What if she just wants your money?
Ethan, that's not fair. Helena is an employee of mine and I know she is a good woman. She's kind and caring. She loves me for who I am.
I don't want to see you get hurt again.
I appreciate that, Ethan. But I'm not going to let you stop me from being happy.
I'm not trying to stop you. I just want you to be sure.
I am sure. Helena is the right woman for me.
Okay, Dad. But if you're not happy, you must tell me.
I will. I promise. Why do you have to leave so soon? Helena and I just got married yesterday.
Dad, you know Mom was expecting me weeks ago. I can't keep delaying my trip.
Edward, don't say that. It's important he spends time with her too.
You could at least stay a little longer and get to know her. Why is your mother so selfish? She always pulls you away just when things start to settle down here.
I'll be back soon. It's not like I'm gone forever. And congratulations on the wedding. I hope you two will be happy.
Thank you. Means a lot coming from you. We'll miss you.
I just wish we had more time. It's the first time you're going away from me. I won't get used to it. I'll be missing you.
He'll be all right, Edward.
Take care of yourself, all right? Call me when you land in Germany.
I will.
Look at how much you've grown.
Yeah, it's been a while. I miss the place. It's different now.
I guess it feels different for you, huh? I've only been here a couple of years.
It's not that. It's just strange seeing you and Dad in charge of everything now. It feels like I've stepped into someone else's life.
I get that. It's not always easy adjusting. But we've tried to make this place feel like home for you.
It's fine. I'm just still getting used to it, you know? By the way, where's Dad?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm unable to inform you immediately. You were already on the plane when there was suddenly an emergency at the company's out-of-state branch. He just left this morning. He'll be there for a week. But don't worry, he promises to call you when he arrives there.
Really? Why is it now?
Well, we've got all week to catch up. How about we have dinner? Your favorite lasagna.
You remember? That's definitely a win.
I know my way around your favorites.
The two begin spending more time together. They have quiet dinners, long talks, and even start working on small projects around the house, full of unexpected twists and turns. Their conversations deepened, exploring topics beyond mundane. Helena, a renowned botanist, shared her passion for the natural world, showing him the delicate beauty of a newly bloomed rose, its petals glistening with raindrops. A few days passed, the line between admiration and infatuation blurred. Ethan found himself seeking her company, his heart pounding whenever she smiled at him. He knew it was wrong, forbidden, and a betrayal of his father.
It's weird. I feel like I've known you forever, but it still feels like we're strangers sometimes.
Yeah? You know, that's kind of how I feel too. It's like we've never really gotten the chance to be ourselves around each other.
Maybe we could do something together. Like, I don't know, something fun?
That sounds great. What do you have in mind?
How about we go to that little cafe you like? The one with the pastries? We could just hang out, talk about stuff. No pressure.
Yeah, we can go. I think that sounds nice. What about tomorrow for breakfast?
Later that evening, under the soft glow of the moonlight spilling over the porch, the air is still, save for the faint chirping of crickets in the distance. Ethan and Helena sit side by side on the wooden steps, their faces illuminated by the silvery light. There's an intimacy in the quiet, though it carries an unspoken tension that lingers like the humid night air. The atmosphere feels heavy, but not with anger or conflict. Rather, it is weighed with emotions that have yet to find words.
You know, I've been thinking. I've never really had a close relationship with my mom. But with you, it's different.
How do you mean different?
Well, I don't know. It's just, you're not like the others. You've always been patient, understanding, and I don't know, I guess I appreciate you more now.
Helena looks at him, a little confused. Helena looks uncomfortable for a moment, sensing that Ethan is trying to express something deeper.
Ethan, you don't need to say things like that. We're family. You're always welcome here, okay?
Ethan smiles faintly, but there's a flicker of something darker in his eyes.
Yeah, I know. I just never thought it would be like this. You're different from anyone I've ever met.
Helena grows more uneasy, unsure how to respond. There's an unspoken tension growing between them. The air is dense, not from the warmth of the evening, but from an unspoken tension that seems to press in from all sides. Ethan enters quietly, his footsteps soft but deliberate, his presence immediately shifting the energy in the room.
You know, I've been thinking about what you said, about us being family. It's just, sometimes it feels like more than that, like, I don't know, I'm confused.
What do you mean, Ethan?
It's you. I can't help it. But I feel something I shouldn't feel. Something I'm not supposed to feel.
His words are tentative, laden with vulnerability, as he edges closer to a truth he can barely articulate. The moment he says it, his feelings, his confusion, it's as though the room stops. Helena freezes, her breath catching in her throat as the dish slips slightly in her grasp, her expression a mix of shock and compassion.
Then stop. This is impossible. This isn't right. I am your stepmother. I cannot.
I know, but it's hard to control it. I don't know what to do with these feelings.
Her breath shallow. She doesn't know how to explain how wrong this is, how dangerous it could be. Seeing the raw vulnerability in Ethan's eyes, felt a pang of sympathy. She knew he was a good man, a kind soul. But their relationship could never be.
We can't
Helena
do this. You're like family to me, Ethan. You are just a kid.
Her words are firm, but her voice trembles with the weight of the moment. She tries to reason with him, to explain the impossibility of what he's saying, but the anguish in Ethan's eyes makes it clear that he's already lost in his emotions. He presses on, his voice cracking as he insists, he's not a kid anymore, but Helena knows that no amount of maturity can change the boundaries that must remain intact.
But I'm not a kid anymore, Helena. I'm not.
I'm sorry, Ethan. I don't know what you want from me, but this isn't something we can't go there.
The pain in the room is palpable as Helena forces herself to draw a line, her voice soft yet resolute. She apologizes, knowing her words will hurt, but there's no other way. Ethan turns away, his shoulders heavy with shame and conflict, and quietly leaves the room. Helena stands alone, her hands gripping the edge of the sink as she struggles to steady her breathing. The weight of the moment lingers, filling the empty space he leaves behind. Days pass, and the awkwardness between them grows. Helena avoids him as much as possible, but Ethan becomes more distant, retreating into himself. One evening, Helena decides to confront him. By evening, Helena finds herself standing outside Ethan's door, her heart pounding as she wrestles with what she has to say. The house feels unnaturally still, the kind of silence that amplifies every thought. With a trembling breath, she raises her hand to knock softly before stepping inside. Ethan sits on the edge of his bed, his shoulders hunched and his gaze fixed on the floor. The room is dim, lit only by the faint glow of a desk lamp. Helena's voice wavers as she speaks, breaking the uneasy quiet. Ethan's voice cracks as he admits his struggle, his tears threatening to spill over as he closes his eyes, trying to shield himself from the rawness of the moment.
Ethan, we need to talk.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things.
No, it's not just that. It's everything. We can't keep pretending that this is okay. It's hurting both of us. You need to understand that.
When Ethan finally meets her eyes, the depth of his pain is unmistakable. His quiet apology is laced with regret, but also confusion. Helena steps closer, her tone firm but compassionate, her words cutting through the tension like a sharp blade. She knows there's no easy way to address this, no way to undo what's been said, but she also knows they can't keep living in this fragile limbo.
I don't know what to do, Helena. I don't know how to forget how I feel. I don't want to hurt you. I never meant to.
I know. But sometimes, feelings aren't enough. We need to do what's right, even when it's hard. We can't move forward like this. You need to figure out your feelings, Ethan. And I need to figure out how to be your stepmother again. I don't know if we can ever go back to the way things were, but I need you to understand, this can't happen.
Ethan nods, tears beginning to well up in his eyes. He looks broken.
Your father is coming home tomorrow. You prepare yourself.
Both of them caught in a moment of raw, unresolved emotion.
I can't believe you're leaving already. It feels like we barely got to spend any time together.
Dad, it's college. I have to be there before the semester starts.
I know. It's just. I thought maybe we'd have more time after everything.
Edward, don't make it harder for him. He's doing what he needs to do.
I'll be fine, Dad. And I'll visit during the holidays. Besides, you can always fly to Germany to visit me, on your business trip there maybe.
You're right. I'm proud of you, Ethan. Take care of yourself, okay? And call me when you land in Germany.
I will.
We'll miss you, Ethan.
Thanks, Helena. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Helena.
Edward pulls Ethan into a quick, firm hug. There's an unspoken weight in the gesture, as though he's trying to make up for lost time in a single moment.
He's grown up so fast.
He'll be okay, Edward. And he'll come back. You'll see.
I just wish I'd been there more when he was younger.
It's never too late to be the father he needs. You're trying now, and that matters.
They stand together for a moment, watching the crowd before turning and walking away. Helena and Ethan, two people caught in a complex and forbidden love. Sometimes, the heart can lead us down paths we don't understand, but in the end, what matters most is how we choose to move forward. And remember, sometimes, the hardest decisions are the ones that define who we are. Perhaps, one day, he would find a love that was not forbidden, a love that could blossom freely in the sunshine.